Hey YouTubers, this is Roy. I got my new revised version of Ed Leedskalnin's magnetic flywheel. Um, I did notice that he mentioned in his writings that he had 10 machines. So I decided to mix it up a little bit. That's why I haven't put any cement on this itself, because I wanted to try different versions. These are really expensive to make, and it's this is a trial and error. But anyway, what I decided to do this time was I got 3 in a row in the bottom. I got north, south, north, south, separated from the top 2 rows. I have inverted the V mags, and they are heading in all north, south, and I also added a coil, and I took 4 strands of 20 foot of wire, 16 gauge, wrapped it on the bolt here to have a core and have 4 different poles. Eventually, I guess what I was doing was trying to see what happens when you turn this, and when it gets excited, when it comes up to another coil such as this guy or something like it, would put any charge through it, and it does. And I get 4 different charges at the same time, so I guess you would call that 4-pole. But my intention would be to go ahead and there's 8 of these bolts, and put 1 on each set of bolts, and then on these top 4 bolts, I got 2 I didn't put in yet, but these would be bigger stock I'll put in, and then I'll also put some coils down on these guys, and then I'll include the top piece on Ed Leedskalnin's. He's got that piece up top that looks like a kind of, I don't know, clover looking, I guess. But I believe the reason that was he had that on top here. This bar that he has on his pitcher runs down a pole which is in the ground in cement, and it's ground obviously, and it has a lot to do with the timing of when all the connections are made with this for it to continue to turn on its own. So here also now I got the north and south on the inside. I also noticed since I did this and I started turning the wheel, this inside bar became magnetized. So that means that's my crank, which goes down to my block down here, and that's a Ford Escort 2001 blown out motor. Crank still works, everything on it, but so that means my block is magnetized. So I don't know if I really want the block magnetized right now, because I want to build a stator to go on the inside here, and if I could get something happening here that I'm thinking is now not only do I have it outside. If you look at my other videos, I had put some metal shavings down, and you can see that when I spun the wheel this way, the forces came this way. The metal shavings actually move that way, and then when you spin the wheel this way, the forces move that way. So I noticed today I did a little test, and on the outside here, it seemed like it was moving with it this time. It wasn't going against it. So that probably has something to do with moving, making another magnetic field inside of a magnetic field is what this is. It'd be a magnetic, when this is turning, you'll have a magnetic field on the outside and a magnetic field on the inside. And this is where I'm putting my coil. It'll be a stator coil. I'll have all my own built-in coils here, and I am going to also add a coil out here, which will be connected, I guess, in series to these guys through a spark gap that'll come from up here up until the ground, I guess, and that'll be like a timer, like an ignition. So yeah, this is it for now. Sorry I didn't post any other videos. I lost my volume on my other phone, so I'm using my son's phone right now. But I know you guys are a little impatient out there and have a lot to say about certain things, but be patient. I'm doing many different versions. If you guys see anything in any of these engines that I'm building, see anything that you want me to do a test on, let me know. I'd be happy to run a test and post it on YouTube. Well, thank you, everybody. You have a good day. Let me see, I get this thing moving one more time. It's got some good flow about it. It's moving really good. It's got outside field. It's got inside field running. It's got a lot of potential. Every one of these bolts look like a potential for energy for me. And I realized that when you do excite the outside or the inside, the center of these V magnets will push the magnets. Actually, see these V magnets up top? The reason the center's energized is because these top ring, which has the bolts going to the block, is all connected. So it all has it's all connected. But anyway, what these mags will do now that they are connected that way, they'll store all these magnets that I create when the wheel turns into the motor block, into the crank, into everything that whole block. It's just nothing but metal, steel. So it's good. All the magnets could go in there, and then through the timing that I set up through the stator and the coil, it should release that energy all at once, and then that's where I'll need that spark gap, and that's where I'm messing with high voltage and stuff like that. But all right, anyway, have a good day. You guys keep rocking on your projects, man. I'm looking at all your stuff too. Love what you're doing, and trying to incorporate a couple different people, and check out Spider Huff. He was Ford's right-hand man for a while on his Flywheel. Check it out. Bye, guys.